I've dreamt my entire life of being competitive. I can remember growing up as a little kid practicing with stuffed animals that were my size. Just how do you throw? How do you throw? Just wanting to know. Then when I found wrestling, it just fed it. It wasn't about anything more than just how good can you be. Personally, I guess like most guys, I have a lot of personal fights, and when the stress kind of hits, it's just that, it's stress. In here, you get with a group of men, women, whoever, but there's a commonality. And when the ego's checked at the door and you get to train, you're working on something that is working out. And I've heard it for many times, and I think I feel it's like you either have it or you don't, is what I've been told. What it is, that's what the person knows. I know when I come in here, I feel I have it. I feel that I feed it. I feel that this gym satiates some of my demons and puts some to rest. And it's all happens at the same time. And when I step back out, I'm centered. Boy, stand up, no bullshit guy, pretty much black and white. A little bit of gray. Honesty. I mean, really, honesty, integrity is my biggest. I have a low tolerance for dishonesty and ignorance and things of that nature. It's, again, outside of the gym, it's why I'm in the gym, because I became life happened. I made some choices, and when I felt that at a point where I actually had to make a choice and better myself, that's what brought me back here, is because I got to a point that I never thought I would get, and I mean that it was nasty, it was ugly. I didn't have a light, and the only light that honestly has kept me going has been my training. My training has taken me through every aspect of my life, and I've never let it go. If I can't think of where I would be if I ever let it go. Not that I was always in a facility like this, training like this. This is like a dream for me, but just this vision never left. Everything. Financially, I have taken sacrifices. My relationship at times has taken sacrifices because I actually had to take my partner, soon to be my wife, sit her down and say, I love you, but you're second seat. And I had to really work on wording that, which I didn't do well. Just because I'm working a cut to the chase, and it was an adjustment, but she realized it. I mean, even now, I haven't been home. I drove down here Monday. I'll drive home tonight because I missed time, and it's like I didn't know where I was going to stay. I packed a tent, I packed a cooler for 3 days, drove down, and figured, okay, it's going to work. But where I'm at emotionally, it's worth every sacrifice fivefold. I would do it again. For me, it's a blessing. I have a very unfortunate situation with my son. I don't see him nearly as much due to lawyer fees, and again, it's why I'm here to, whether it be coaching or whatever. And when I didn't meet my son until he was over a year, I didn't know anything about him, nothing. And I have a home gym, and when I was able to bring him in there and actually, within the play realm, but physically roll around with him and actually have that contact, we opened up. He opened up. I heard him laugh for the first time when he was 2.5 in the gym, and I couldn't believe it. So I kept on doing that, working on stretching. When I come down here, he comes with me every time I come down. Now he knows his Team Quest jersey, and I don't know if I would be where I would be with my son if it wasn't for my training. I think at one point I did, just always, people get mad, but then it's like you hit that certain point where you just want to stop the conversation. And I've never been one to pick fights, but I also have had this amazing energy floating that it just made sense. after growing up and getting the rock'em sock'em kind of idea, but looking at it in a different way, it's a gift to me. I mean, it's a gift. I was actually listening to a radio program the other morning, and they said there's two kinds of men: the ones that have been hit and the ones that haven't been. And you can ask a man a question who's been hit, and he's going to answer that question differently than the guy that hasn't been hit, because he just doesn't know what that's like. And I'm so glad I've been the guy that's been hit. I would not want to be that guy that hasn't been hit. I feel bad for that guy that hasn't been hit. I generally try and stick up for the guy that hasn't been hit because they just don't know. I mean,